Hi everyone, Diva from Bloodhunter here, and you're watching That Metal Interview.
Metal Interview.
Thank you for coming back to the show. Thank you, Diva.
I'm so honored. Thank you for having me back.
Awesome. So it's time to talk about your music career, what's going on. First of all, where are you? What part of the world?
I'm in Spain. I live like 40 kilometers from the city center of Madrid. I live in the middle of the mountains. So these days have been beautiful because we had snow, which is not very common here. And yeah, that's what I like to do. Enjoy the nature.
Right.
And
that's cool.
These kind of places, yeah.
You have to enjoy life. Exactly. Yeah. So you guys, for the past year or two, you guys have gotten signed with Roar, which is a division of Reigning Phoenix Music, right? And also FM Music Management. So congrats on that. Those are two big steps right there for any band.
It's pretty good. We are super happy with that. We started to work with FM a long time ago, and finally we got this deal with Roar, which is amazing for us because it's like our very international first time with a record label. And it's amazing because even if it's a division of Reigning Phoenix, the video clips are released in the main channel of Reigning Phoenix, which allow us to have a lot of visits and reproductions, and this is amazing for us because this first single that we released a few days ago has an amazing reception, and we are very thankful for that.
Awesome. Yeah, we'll get to that in a bit. The Devil's Own and all that stuff. How does it feel, Diva? How does it feel? Because I play guitar here locally in Texas, and you can't just say, I'm with Roar, I'm with Reigning Music, I'm with a management company. How does it feel to be at the professional level? Us local musicians look up to that kind of stuff. So how does it feel to be one of those artists?
Oh, it's amazing, because we've been fighting a lot to get this first step in our career. And it's been many years working to get out from the Spanish metal scene, which is not very easy because, as you may know, in Spain, a lot of people come to see the shows, but only if it's a foreign band. So when you're a local band here in Spain, it's super difficult to get some attention, to get many people to come to your shows, and that affects the way labels, management, agencies, and booking sees your band, sees your project. So it's like this feeling of finally somebody gave us the chance to show what we can do and everything that we've been working on since many years ago.
Wow. So was Bloodhunter on pause? Like when you did Nervosa, right? Were the guys on pause? Were they active too, or how did that work?
It was very difficult because in the beginning I thought that I could combine everything, but I didn't have the chance. So it was a point where the guys wanted to play. I remember during my last year in Nervosa, we released our previous album, Knowledge Was a Prize. And the guys obviously wanted to play shows. We wanted to, play the new songs, and we never had the chance because it was always like, can I play this weekend? I don't know. can I book a show this month? I don't know. So I understand. I understand because when you're in a project like that, you just think about that. You don't think about the other people needs or bands or projects. And yeah, I had to take my own decision to see, okay, my band has been always Bloodhunter, and this is the project of Prika, not mine. So if I stay here, probably I'm gonna miss a big part of what I am and what I need as a musician. So yeah, it was hard because it was a good time, but also I needed to be honest with myself and also with the guys.
Yeah. So well, us fans are glad to see you on stage and still sound badass and kicking ass with Bloodhunter. This new single, The Devil's Own. You wrote it on the road, right? So that's what your bio says. Is it Mexico somewhere or South America or?
I'm not very sure because I think it was like it was an intense tour, and I remember myself taking notes at very different cities. But I remember that we were playing in Comodoro in Argentina, and I was walking close to the sea, and I was like fascinated by the sundown, and I started to take notes. And I remember there's a sentence in the song that says something like I'm at the pillars of time, I'm at the end of the world. I don't remember right now, but I was like, that's good. I'm here in the middle of in the end of the world, because that was like the south of Argentina. And that connected me to that feeling of being kind of lost and, overwhelmed by decisions, and being here and being there, and missing your home, your reality, let's say. But yeah, I think it was in Argentina.
Wow. So how about the new album? It doesn't say, the bio doesn't say when it's going to drop. Did you guys, how long was the writing process? Was it a whole year into it, or was it Danny and you, or just the whole band pitched in ideas, or?
Sometimes we always have like this riff idea from Danny. Sometimes it's a whole song except for the lyrics. And it was so and so 50-50, but I remember that this specific song, The Devil's Own, was a very old demo that he thought that it was not working enough many years ago. And suddenly, I don't know if it was 2022, he came with it like, I think we should give it a chance to this idea, because it could be very cool with your voice and everything. Because in the beginning we were all like, man, this sounds very, very melodic, like kind of heavy metal or power metal.
Yeah.
And we were like, no. But he was like, yeah, he insisted, and he was right. Like always. So yeah. It sounds
and aggressive.
Other songs,
it sounds aggressive. It sounds
in the end,
you guys come out swinging with that song. You guys, it's just awesome. You guys, congrats! It's a badass song.
Thank you so much. I'm very happy to hear that. I mean, we had songs that we write specifically to have a new single, and there were others that were like very old ideas from many years ago. So it was like the perfect balance between the old and the new, and to have like this basis, that defines the band, with that is a bit of groove here and some aggressive riffs in there, something like that.
Yeah. So Diva, when you guys are writing songs, do you think of the fans, or do you think of, okay, this sounds badass, let's do it like this, or this is gonna sound badass live, or you know what, the fans are not gonna mosh to this, or how do you guys go about that?
I don't think we really think about like pleasing anyone, because otherwise we wouldn't be doing this kind of music genre, which is not the most mainstream music genre of all. So I think it's more a question of feeling inspired by something. For example, you're watching a movie and suddenly you think, oh, wow, this topic is amazing. And you start to think about a concept and you build something around that. Or you listen to something, a new band, or you find something in YouTube and you just feel fascinated by that and you start digging into this kind of that, this kind of things. It's not like having an idea of the song previously. It's more like, okay, I'm feeling this way. I love this kind of things that I've been listening to. I watched this movie and yeah, it's something more like that. And for me, when I write lyrics, it's pretty similar to that because I listen to the song and I can feel like, okay, this sounds to me like more aggressive, or it's like just trying to combine everything.
Are you the main lyricist, or does somebody else,
Yes.
Danny or somebody? Oh, you're the main one.
Yeah, but I mean, sometimes when you write like, I don't know, 10 songs, and it's like, man, I can write any single word. So I need a word that ends in, I don't know, rise, because I need to make the rhyme with this other one, and I'm out of ideas right now. So, but mainly, yeah, I choose all the concepts and I write the lyrics my own.
So how about the other songs on the album? Do they sound like The Devil's Own, or are they? What does the album sound like? Or is that a secret?
So and so. But we've been writing a lot of songs. We have a lot of new material, and that probably will end in an album. So we are very happy because it's the very first time that we write without thinking of a whole concept for the album. Normally I start thinking about something like the argument of a movie, for example, and then we try to adapt things to that. But in this case, we just took one idea from here, one another from there, and there are many different songs, I could say. Something very different the one from the other, but all of them have like this main DNA of Bloodhunter in all of them. Like you can feel like the groove, the rhythm parts, the melody of the guitars. So I think we managed to do that, but taking everything one step farther, because you feel like this is Bloodhunter because you can recognize the typical elements, but in very different approaches.
Wow, nice. Is there a title for the album, or do you? That's the secret, or?
yeah.
Okay.
But
I'm trying.
I can say you will know something soon.
Oh, nice, nice. Well, we'll wait for that. Us fans are waiting, for the Bloodhunter
Thank
album.
you for that.
What's your favorite track?
I can imagine.
Is there a favorite track, or is it The Devil's Own, or you can't say
The
the title?
Devil's Own is one of my faves. Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, as I said before, they are all very different. So it's difficult because it's like I love this one because it has this catchy part in here, but then you remember about another one, and it's like, wow, but these guitars in here are amazing, or drums or whatever. So I could say like I have almost 3 or 5 favorites from the album, or from all the songs that we wrote in this time.
Must be hard. It's like picking your own baby, right? Your favorite child. It must be hard, right?
Which is harder for me, and I never do that, is to pick the songs for the set list for the live shows. That's horrible. We always argue about that because it's no, you can take out this song from the set list. It's like, no, this is amazing. Yeah, but you need to play this and this. Okay, that's a real nightmare.
Well, have you guys played it live, the Devil's Own, or not yet?
Not yet. I think the first time will be in 2 months. We have like a small show to, get in shape for these new tunes, because they are going to be kind of hard to play live. But yeah, we love challenges. So let's go.
I saw one of your posts where you were rehearsing the song. Do you rehearse every day, or do you rehearse sometimes, or?
I wish I could rehearse every day, but I take vocal lessons weekly, and that's what keeps me like in good shape. And I also take that time to rehearse some of our songs or from other artists, because I consider that if I only do my own songs, it's gonna be like, okay, I got it, that's it. But if I force myself to learn other kind of techniques or styles, it's better, because that's a real challenge, to understand what other people are doing technically, and in terms of singing. That's super good. So I do that in my vocal lessons, during my vocal lessons, and by myself. You just listen to a song and it's like, okay, I'm gonna learn this, I'm gonna try to sing this, and let's see. And when we have shows, we never rehearse all together because we live very far from each other. So we are forced to practice on our own.
Yeah.
So I think I will start soon because of the new songs. Yeah, I need to be ready.
So you say you're taking vocal classes, or because I know you're a teacher?
Yeah, but I'm taking lessons for myself too, because
Oh, wow.
You always need to learn something, and that helps me a lot to understand what I do and what others do.
Oh, wow. A teacher taking classes. Wow. That's cool.
Of course, you need to do so. Yeah, everything evolves, and when I started to sing like this, I only listened to black and death metal. And in the beginning, it was like, I need to sound like super, hard and do the lowest notes possible. But then I discovered that I couldn't do anything else. So when I started to open my mind to other music genres, it was like, okay, I can do anything at all. So I need to learn. And that was very good, because otherwise you wouldn't feel like an evolution since the very first album to the last one. And I feel like with the new songs, I even push a little bit harder in this way. And not only me, the other band members also did. So yeah, it's very refreshing to feel like I still have something else to do.
Wow, that's cool that you're still learning stuff. That's awesome. How do you see the future of the recording industry, Diva? I mean, because people don't buy CDs no more. I noticed that. I mean, some do. Some cars don't even have CD players no more. People go to Spotify. People go to Apple Music. Well, people buy vinyls, right? How do you see the industry in the next 5 to 10 years? How do you see that?
It's very difficult to know, because everything changed so fast, and everything, it's so different from 10 years ago, that it's difficult to understand what are we going as an industry, because as fans, there are many countries that are feeling this changes economically, like they don't earn such a big salaries, the cost of living, it's incredibly high, so they need to afford somewhere, and sometimes it's in stuff like that, it's easily it's more easy if you think about this, to just download a song or wait it until it's for free and listen it for free than buy the tickets for a show, which are crazy nowadays. I remember 10 years ago, you could go to a show for $10, and now it's 60.
Wow.
So yeah, it's very difficult. And you need to raise the price tickets, because you need to pay for all the costs of being on the road. So I understand both sides. But I always remember one interview that Nergal did some years ago, when somebody asked him, if a child asks you, what should we do to become a musician? He just immediately answered no, do anything else.
Don't do it.
Yeah, and I was like, wow, if Nergal says so, it's clear.
Wow.
So I want to be optimistic at some point, and I don't know, I want to think we will find a different way to do things. But clearly Spotify doesn't help.
Nope.
Yeah. So there are other options, of course, but people don't trust it because they don't know what's about and everything. But I don't know. I think we will find a way. For example, selling merch, it's something that helps. So yeah, there will be a solution for sure.
I've talked to the same question to other artists like yourself, and they mentioned that the fans need to buy merchandise.
Yeah.
That should really help, like for gas money, food money, make money for your pocket, whatever. So people listening, you got to go out there and support the bands. Go to the merch booth and buy stuff, right?
Yeah, I also watched an interview from Gary Holt from Exodus and Slayer, and he was saying exactly that. Like this band survives thanks to the merch sales. So, wow.
Well, that's so sad for the bands. I mean, because where does that come from? I mean, the promoters. Where's the money going? If I mean, the buses, the vans, the gas, are the promoters taking money from you guys, or?
I think that the problem is like in the 80s, for example, rock and roll bands had a lot of money coming from the record labels. They gave you like, I don't know, a lot of zeros. And you had to spend that money in touring, in releasing an album, and in preparing the merch and everything. But nowadays, this doesn't work this way. I mean, labels can give you like something in advance, but you have to give them back the same amount of money, which the sales, for example, of your albums or from the merch that they sell in their web store. So it's something like I work, you give me money for my work, and then I have to invest this money again, so I don't have any profits from that. And that's tricky. Because when you have that, it's something, but when you don't have the support of a record label, it's all by yourself. So you invest and you don't have almost anything back.
Wow. So a couple more questions and I'll let you go. How about how we end? What's going on there? Yeah, it's another side project or another project that you're involved in. What's going on there, Diva?
Yeah, that was an amazing project. We started that in the middle of the pandemic situation in 2020. And we managed to record an album, and we were searching for a record label, but we only get the chance to release this album in Japan. So we were kind of, frustrated because, we had Jem Majura, which everybody knows. We had Tom Naumann from Primal Fear. We had Jakey and Ada Larson from Syra. I was myself. And even with all of these big stars, we didn't get the chance to have a proper release with a record label. They were like, okay, but this is something that will last for some years, or you will be working in your other projects. They were kind of worried, So we decided like, let's do it this way. We are going to release this album. We are going to, keep on writing some new songs, and then let's see. But for example, in the case of Jen, she recently announced that she was stepping out from the music industry, and we were like agreeing on, let's give a chance to write something from time to time, and let's see what the future brings. But it's sad, because we have like 10 songs or something like that, and only they have it in Japan. So
wow,
yeah.
So that's done for
the future.
So that's the end of that?
Not the end, but it's something like really a side project because everybody's so busy. For example, Jake works for a lot of bands, for some record companies, and it's difficult to find like the right spot to write the songs, to get all together, to record it, to go and play live. We managed to play one show like some years ago, and it was really amazing. But even we had to find somebody to replace Jake because he was hired for another different team, and it was impossible to make it happen. So it was very difficult. but I don't want to lose hope, on this.
Right. So how about I saw you do a collab with is it Anuma? How do you pronounce it? Anuma? I saw
Anuma.
that.
Yeah.
How did that come together? What happened there?
Many years ago, I was obsessed with do a lot of collabs with other bands because I considered that I learn a lot, from other bands, from other musicians, and I really enjoy that. But since I enjoy Nervosa and everything, I didn't have the time to do anything else. And that becomes something that I didn't like. So, like 1 year ago, I started to take more collabs, and I decided to start from my fellows in Spain, and I did like 3 different collabs. This is one of them. Anuma is a Spanish band that won the Balkan Metal Battle here in Spain some years ago, and they were playing there, so they got some recognition at the time. And Laura, the vocalist, is simply mind-blowing.
Right, she's good. Yeah, she's badass.
Yeah, and she's super young, so imagine in some years how can she sound. It's amazing. So they just asked me because we know each other, everyone knows each other here in Spain. It's a super small country, and we were like, yeah, we should do something together. We've been thinking about re-recording this song from that album, and we put together like Anuma, me from Bloodhunter, and Infernia from Death and Legacy, which is another death metal band from here. And it was pretty cool because it was like 3 girls, the 3 of us rolling, and I really love that. It was a very cool experience.
Here's a different question, Diva, before I let you go. It has nothing to do with music. I have a friend here in Texas that we're talking about Spain. I thought of you and Bloodhunter. I told him I know I've spoken to some artists from over there. He was saying that there's like 6 or 5 different how can I say it, different Spanish ways to talk over there, like Castellano, and then some. Is that how does that? Can you fill me in on that? You can't just go in there and talk Spanish, right?
Yeah, look, we have 17 different regions inside of Spain. Each one of them have different rules.
Really?
Yes. And some of them have different languages, because in my case, I was born in the northwest in Galicia. It's called Galicia. And we have our own language apart from Spanish, which is Gallego, which is very similar to Portuguese, because many centuries ago we were one sovereign reign, so we share the same language, and then we split. That's why they speak Portuguese and we speak something very similar, which is called Gallego. In the Basque Country, they have their own language. Nobody else shares roots with them, because we were born and were separated for this kind of mountains.
Wow.
So they are like totally different from the others. There we have Catalonia, which is another region, and they have their own language. Valencia, the same. And then we have different accents also. So for example, in my region, in the northwest, we have 3 different accents.
Wow.
So sometimes you don't understand a single word from somebody that lives in the, in the countryside, for example, with someone that lives in the city center of Madrid.
Yeah.
It's like a different world.
Really?
So everybody speaks Spanish, everybody. There are few people like super old people that, they didn't have the chance to go to school and learn properly or something like that, but everybody speaks Spanish. But then you have more languages.
So what's Castellano? What is that?
Castellano, I think it's like the way they called Spanish, like in the medieval age, but it's Spanish. That's it.
Okay, well, thank you for the history class or whatever you call it.
My pleasure.
I'll tell my friend this information. I'll go ahead and tell him because he said you can't just show up in Spain and talk Spanish. Something about. Well, anyways,
you can, but for example, in Catalonia, they don't like Spanish at all. There are many people that refuse to speak Spanish, but they have to because we live with many different people from abroad, and you don't have any other chance. But with family, with friends, you speak your own language.
Wow. Oh, let's appreciate your time. Thank you for coming back on the show, Diva. And
thank you so much for having me.
Yeah, of course. My pleasure. Hopefully we'll see you sometime in Texas, in the U.S. sometime soon.
Yeah, we're working on that.
Awesome. Thank you, Diva. And keep making awesome metal. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Take care.
You too. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye-bye. And there she goes, Diva Satanica from the country of Spain. The best female vocalist. Wait, let me correct that. The best vocalist in Europe and possibly worldwide. She is a teacher, a vocal teacher, and then she said she's taking vocal classes. So listen to that. Isn't that something, huh? So we thank Diva for returning to the show to give us an update, give us fans an update on Bloodhunter's activity as they have released The Devil's Own. It dropped on January 21st of this year, 2026. And nothing much has been said about a full-length album. I did pick Diva's brain here and there to see if she can give us an insight on a full album, but she didn't really give us a lot of information or a date, but she did say we will hear something very soon. So that is some awesome information for us death metal, melodic death metal fanatics, and of course Bloodhunter Diva fanatics, of course. So thank you, Diva, for your company and chatting with your friend James from the state of Texas, where we await Bloodhunter. So listeners, thank you guys for tuning in and downloading, streaming, and checking out that metal interview on your favorite way of listening to podcasts nowadays. YouTube, of course, we're on there. And for tuning into our sister radio station, jrocksmetalzone.com, where we melt your face 24 hours a day with rock and metal. So tune in. That is J, like the letter J, rocksmetalzone.com. If you're in Eagle Pass, Texas, it's 95.3 FM. And don't forget to keep it metal.
That metal interview.